Shema Israel. Hope you enjoy this next study. My name's Dee. This is my wife, Millie.
So if you like what you see, subscribe and hit the notification bell. And if you wish to reach out to us, you can email us at devotedtoyah@gmail.com.
Isaiah 42 verse 22 says, "But this is a robbed and plundered people. All of them are snared in holes, and they are hidden in prisons. They have become a prey, and no one delivers, and a spoil, and no one says, restore them." That's not good. Let's skip around a little bit. All right, here's another one. Hosea chapter 10, verse 8. Maybe a little context real quick. Oh, talking about the Assyrian captivity. Let's see here. Hosea chapter 10. So for those who don't know, a lot of these books of the prophets, they have a similar message because they're talking around the same similar time. So they kind of talk the same rebuke, same issue. So I'm going to start at verse 1. Hosea chapter 10, verse 1. Israel is a luxuriant vine that puts forth his fruit. According to the abundance of his fruit, he has multiplied his altars. As their land has prospered, they have adorned their sacred stones. So they're using their prosperity for evil. Their heart is divided. Like Yahuwah says in the New Testament, you can't serve God and money. It's a contradiction. It's a compromise. It's what do you call that? There's a word for it. No. Interest, something in conflict of interest is the word that I wanted to say. Their heart is divided. Now they will be found guilty. He will demolish their altars. He will destroy their sacred stones. Surely now they will say, we have no king, for we do not fear Yahuwah and the king. What can he do for us? They make promises, swearing falsely and making covenants. Therefore judgment springs up like poisonous weeds in the furrows of the field. It continues. I'm going to just skip. Verse 7, Samaria and her king float away like a twig on the water. The high places also of Beth Aven, the sin of Israel will be destroyed. The thorn and thistle will grow on the altars. Then they will say to the mountains, fall on us, and the hills cover us. Same concept. People are running to the hills. People are running to caves. People are running for shelter. And they're going to wish that whatever Yahuwah does on the earth, it's going to be so bad before Judgment Day, by the way. These are punishments that the earth is going to encounter from God. And it's going to be so bad that people are going to want to die. And I think the book of Revelation says that they won't be able to die, which is crazy.
Yep.
Can you imagine people who want to commit suicide and it's not working?
They would want to die, but they can't.
Talk about torture. Yeah, I don't want to be on that side of the fence. Anyway, Luke 23, verse 30 is another cross-reference for those, listening to this video. Take that note down. Revelation chapter 6, verse 15 to 16 also talks about the people running to cliffs and rocks and stuff and saying to fall on us. So anyway, I think we can end there. It's 4:03. So we read Isaiah chapter 2, verses 1 to 10. We are getting, just real quick, a quick summary. Context here, Isaiah is speaking to Judah and Jerusalem, his people, and they're supposed to be faithful to him. They're supposed to be keeping the law of Moses and his commandments and taking care of the widows, the orphans, doing justice, right? Defending the poor, defending people who are being cheated out of stuff. This is supposed to be the nation, the country people can come to and expect to get good justice when there's issues, not like the justice we have in our world today. You know, a lot of corruption, favoritism. So Israel's getting rebuked by Yah through Isaiah. And this particular chapter we just read is talking about people are trying to hide from him, but they're not going to be able to escape his wrath. This is also double prophecy. So within Isaiah chapter 2, Isaiah chapter 2, there is double fulfillment of prophecy. It's saying in the last days, these things will happen. Some of the things that were written in Isaiah chapter 2 has happened in history, but then there's some stuff that hasn't happened yet. So that's kind of what we read a little bit so far. And I hope you're enjoying this series. The book of Isaiah, the prophets are very difficult to understand. Don't fret. Don't overwhelm yourself. Take your time with it. If you don't understand something, it's okay. You know, try to just move forward and, you know, you can dig into it. If you're a study type of guy, obviously you're the type of person that's going to stay up all night to try to figure out the answers, which is cool. Good for you. But be careful not to overwhelm yourself with studying the scriptures. Take your time. Like my wife said earlier, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So I hope you guys are enjoying this, and shalom.